Can't touch. Can't rush. Can't touch. Can't rush. Select it. The thing in a overdrive. If you don't do something, nothing happens. Are you select it? Can't rush. Select it. Can't rush. Select it. Can't rush. Select it. Can't rush. Select it. Select it. Can't touch. Select it. Can't rush. Select it. Can't rush. Select it. Can't rush. Select it.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. Out to the right wing. Here's Nowitzki. Drops it. The layup for two. Well, Brent, tonight we got a great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think, that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
They're going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through. Come on, BA. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. And he comes up with a bucket.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Pass to Garnett from 18 feet away. The Knicks pull it in.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Here's the teardrop. Out to James. To the left side wing. Now here's Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor. The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but, hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Yep, count it.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Launches a 3. Out left to the wing. Here's Towns. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Clock at 4. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. The baseline J is off the mark.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Here's Knox. And he powers it down right on Karl Anthony Towns. Wow.
Whoa, slamming it home on the taller defender. What swag.
Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession.
Miles Turner, Chris Webber, Josh
Outside Brunson.
Mikal Bridges.
Count it. Brunson's got his second bucket on the night.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well. That is what I'm talking about.
Wow. Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Hart from long range. The rebound by Nowitzki. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Garnett. The 3. Webber pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers.
Here they are, fans. Put your hands together for your Knicks City Dancers.
Here's Brunson. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Here's Mitchell. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Right side, Brunson. Outside, Hart. There's a screen. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Brent, everyone loves an underdog story, and there's few better than that of Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, this kid falling into the second round and all the perception around whether or not he was big enough or can he shoot the ball, is he athletic enough? This guy has continued to work hard every year and turned himself into an all-star and an all-NBA player.
Now here's Mitchell. Out to the wing. Knox. From outside, off the mark.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Knicks
1:07 left to play in the first quarter.
14.
Here's Knox. Nice D from Bridges.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Second personal foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for New York?
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Well, the attack can come from a lot of ways, either execution or by just getting on the bounce and driving it in, and that's where they've been very effective tonight.
Shot is good by Harrington.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pass to Turner. Good on the baseline, Jay. Turner's got his second basket of the game.
The defense better watch Turner more closely because he can strike that fast.
Three-pointer. Hart pulls it in. Knicks leading by 4. It's Bridges on the wing. Here's Weber. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. So it's Los Angeles now. Here's Harrington. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Josh Hart. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. Hits both from the stripe. Here's Brunson. With 1 on the clock. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the Knicks. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be back in a... And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
The Knicks with the lead. And an intentional foul right there. And the Clippers call time here. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And this is the start star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Here's Towns. It's hauled in by Garnett.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And here's New York now. Here's Bufkin. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 4-point game. Fires for three. Knocks it down from distance.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Beyond the arc. Gets the three ball to go. Bufkin's got 5 points now this quarter.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Garnett. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risks pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Count the basket.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Counted from distance. Barrett's gotten himself going here. His first point to the game on the deep ball. Here's Nowitzki. Misses with a tough leaning jump shot.
Well, next time he should do a better job, I think, of getting balanced and set up his feet. That just throws your... body way out of whack and hurt your percentages.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
So interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Here's Bufkin. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Driving to the basket. And it's New York with a rebound.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle. Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. And his tonight has been high.
Here's Nowitzki. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Substitution for your Knicks, Miles Turner.
Clippers trail by 8.
Jalen Brunson.
Mitchell with the ball. Pass to Garnett. Oh, stolen by Turner. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And the shot's good. He's got 7.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. Knicks leading by 10. LeBron on the go. And it's Battier with a rebound.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break. And he flubs it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Here's Garnett. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. New York with the ball. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Pass to James. They set the screen. Here's the second effort. Four on the clock. The floater. The Clippers grab the miss. A minute 31 left in the second quarter.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And New York has possession. Left side, Brunson. Pass to Buffkin. Back to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Too easy for Turner. The defense has to put up more of a fight around the rim.
And 1:01 left to play in the half. Here's Harrington. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Pass to Weber. To the wing on the left. Here's Buffkin. He's got 7. Harrington with a rebound.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble. Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim, that's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Clock at 6. Pass to Turner. From behind the arc. Pure from three-point range. Turner's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is today's NBA. Big men like Turner spacing the floor with great outside shooting.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And so we wrap up the first half. New York out in front. They're up 7. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. They lead by 7. When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get, Brent.
Well, it's been generations, PA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973. So as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run.
Buffkin. And there's the rejection. Here's Knox. Sweet little floater. Knox has got 6 points.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Clippers trail by 5. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Knox. He's got 6. Shot clock at 6.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Here's Buffkin. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Ivasic.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
And that one's good. Knox has gotten 4 this quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
It's James on the wing. Off the mark there with a three.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Porzingis in the post. Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Back to James. Lets the three fly. Oh, LeBron buries a three.
Over his long career, James has worked on his three-point shot. Kudos to the King.
Harrington. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First one falls for him. And he can't hit the second. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Kicks it out, Towns. The three-pointer off the mark.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Porzingis in the post. And it's New York with a rebound. Here's Buffkin. 7 points in the game. Towns gets the bucket. Towns has got 6.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the 3rd quarter. Let's go with a three. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Knicks leading by 3. To the paint. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Give him 8.
And that's the kind of physicality you want to see from Cat, using his size down low.
Pass to Harrington. Down low. Here's Ivicic. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's James. The kick out to Brunson. Here's Towns. From deep. Here's Buffkin. James, left side. And the three off target.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's Knox. Give him 8 points now. Okay, do it, KP.
Timeout, timeout.
And Porzingis just pouring it on here from the inside.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. So both teams making some changes here. And the Knicks with the possession here. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Turner. Takes the three. New York, no good that time either.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To the right side. Puts one up from 19. And the shot goes. And it's now just a 1-point Knick lead.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
Here's Buffkin. Outside Hart. Pass to Buffkin. Turner with it. Goes back up. Not going to go that time. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Garnett. Lays it up and banks it in. Garnett got 10. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Pass to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, we'll have to settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 1. After this game, they can look forward to Boston, where they will match up against the Celtics. It'll be game 3 of 6 on their current trip. And here's New York now. Here's Brunson outside. Kicks it out Towns. Back to Brunson. Pass to Weber. Shot clock at 5. Misses the 3. Here's Garnett. The 3 is up. To the middle. Fades. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there. Tremendous momentum building toward those final possessions.
Yeah, with 8 lead changes so far, it feels like this is going to come down to the last shot.
Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Coming onto the floor for the Clippers, Knox. Harrington.
Inside. Tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Just 4 to shoot. The fader. And right on target. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Garnett. And he lays it in off the breakaway.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Pass to Towns. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Here's Garnett. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Allie, thank you.
There's some fluid motion in LeBron James' jumper tonight. Totally comfortable at the pull-up J. Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Pass to James. Now here's Turner. Bridges outside. 4-3. Here's Buffkin. There's the 3. The rebound by Nowitzki.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
All sorts of time. And it's New York with a rebound.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
So whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
The Clippers call timeout.
And we want to get loud. And we got the...
Here's Buffkin. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
51, 58. 2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And that one is stuffed right through. Knicks trail by 5. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
The longer this game goes on, the hotter he gets.
Down low. Buffkin. The bucket coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Well, point forward, point guard, point center, I don't care really where he is. LeBron James just ahead of the curve.
Here's Harrington. Stolen by Bridges. There's James on the wing. They set the pick. Pass to Buffkin. Rebound by the Clippers. .58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, he nails it!
Well, they're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
43 seconds left to play in the fourth. Stolen.
He saw the pass coming a mile away. Was perfectly positioned to intercept it. In a game this tight and this late, that level of defense is money.
And how about the finish there? The rise up for the slam. That might put this game out of reach.
Well, we'll see how the other side responds here. They have to come up big.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. The Clippers making a switch here. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
New York calls timeout. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
Here's Buffkin. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Good on the first,
Second team.
and that brings him within 5. And he makes both free throws. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Number 3. At the line.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
New York calls timeout. 7 seconds left to the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
7 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
And then I made my bedroom. Sitting back thinking got too much headroom. Thinking about my relationships that didn't even last. What I didn't get out of them, I swear that I'm trying to get it up about you. You let me go and now I feel so light blue. I'm by myself and I'm just staring at the red moon. I'm by myself and I'm just staring. Change like seasons. You tell me that you leave on. You go right now, then I ain't breathe on. She's on my mind all the time. I must be blind, I can't even read the signs. She said stop crying and get used to the try.
It's my turn, I raise my hand. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. Act a fool like David dancing. Got my rock, I take my chances. Folks be asking what the plan is. I don't know till Father answers in his hands, just like the planet. We both floating, I'm just saying. Yeah, we both know we ain't gon' stay here. We depart and relocating. I'm a brand new man. Out of this book, got a brand new friend. Half the world shook with the words she said, cause the other one shook when he came from the dead. The dead, yeah. Honestly, yeah, you know it's him. I can see it cause I'm knowing him. When I speak and you